Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and patch 10.1 is almost here, arriving to Dragonflight realms in less than 2 weeks from today. This leaves us with a limited window to get all of its features ready, from its cavernous new underground zone, to seasonal endgame content, and many other last minute changes. And recently, we've seen a ton of hotfixes flood the PTR, bringing with it a lot of smaller changes, bug fixes, as well as massive class-wide tuning to help our favorite playstyles perform better at endgame content. With everyone still searching for the perfect main class to take into the next major content update, I wanted to cover all of the biggest class improvements that have recently made it into the patch 10.1 PTR, in case these buffs and changes help you make your final class decision. But right before that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get more regular content regarding all of the newest Dragonflight updates and changes going forward. The spec of Unholy Death Knight is making even more gains in the patch 10.1. by gaining even more execute value with the increases to the talent of Reaping. Death Coil and Festering Wound have both been buffed by 10%, while Scourge Strike and Clawing Shadows have been buffed by 15%. And the Unholy tier set Death Dealing buff's duration has also been increased by 5 additional seconds. While a big portion of Unholy's damage comes from your undead minions, most of these recent buffs do help increase your overall output, in both single target as well as in AoE when using certain cleave focused talent options. The class of Demon Hunter is also making additional gains, aimed at increasing their single target output in boss encounters. The talent of Serrated Glaive has been adjusted, where Throw Glaive applies a vulnerability to your target, increasing the damage of Eye Beam, and now Chaos Strike by up to 20%, greatly increasing your overall single target output. Accelerator Blade has also been adjusted, where Throw Glaive deals additional damage against a solo target, though loses value the more enemies are present, which allows for talents like Soul Rend to gain additional scaling value. The class of Mage has finally gained additional updates in the patch 10.1, with every single playstyle receiving massive improvements. First, we have the Mystic Arcane, which is gaining even more power in single targets. Radiant Spark duration saw a small increase, which helps with lower haste values. Touch of the Magi duration has also been adjusted, which allows the buff to collect even more damage before its final explosion. Arcane Blast, Missiles, and Barrage all saw damage increases. The Arcane tier set bonus from Aberrus has also been bolstered, with the 2-set increasing the Arcane Search's spell damage by an additional 10%. while the 4-set extends any residual damage post-Arcane Surge to 18 seconds, which creates a longer burst window, increasing Arcane Mage's overall effectiveness. The spec of Fire has also gained significant damage increases, with the single target spells like Pyroblast, Fire Blast, Scorch, and Fireball increased by up to 15%. All single target spells leave a burning effect on your target, causing them to ignite for a portion of their damage. This allows fire mages to focus on a single target and then spread ignite to nearby enemies like a wildfire. Ignites grow even stronger, with improved combustion bolstering its maximum value, which increases fire mages' burst capabilities. Finally, we have the Icy spec of Frost. With Frost, we see buffs to talents and abilities, which helps bolster their single target, cleave, and AoE output, with many of these changes focused around a flurry-based build to complement their tier set bonus. Brain Freeze procs further empower Flurry, increasing its damage procs by 65%. Glacial Assault, which synergizes with Flurry, gains additional 20% more damage, while Comet Storm, which is found further down the talent tree, grows 10% stronger. Both Frozen Orb and Blizzard have grown in effectiveness, which allows talents like Freezing Rain and Cold Front to gain even more synergy, capped off with Snowstorm, which gains additional damage per stack, allowing for better AoE burst output. Finally, the Frost Mage's tier has also been bolstered, increasing the damage of Flurry and Ice Lance by 20%. Overall, this allows for a more linear build pathing in the Frost talent tree, which gains value in all types of PvE encounters, while emphasizing instant cast and damage procs that further assist with Mage's mobility. Next, we have the spec of Shadow Priest, where we see cleave damage of Psychic Link slightly reduced, where single target spells that cleave enemies infected by the Vampiric Touch suffer 30% of its initial damage instead of the 40%, which is a noticeable downgrade. Though the talent of Mastermind gains significant value, increasing the critical damage of Mind Blast, Mind Flame, Mind Spike, and Shadow Ward Death by up to 40% instead of its original 25% value, improving on their single target performance. And while there is some synergy between Mastermind buffs and Psychic Link nerf, and the end result comes out with Priest losing some AoE value. Though it should be stated that Shadow has had a significant lead when it comes to AoE content compared to most caster classes so far in the patch 10.1 PTR. Next, we see the spec of Elemental Shaman gain additional buffs, perfect for toppling large bosses in single target encounters. The baseline damage of Lava Burst is being improved by 12%, though lava from Primordial Surge is being reduced in order to make Primordial Bolt less mandatory in 10.1. This allows lightning-focused builds to perform a little bit better when compared to lava builds, which will likely end up being the ideal synergy based on their new tier set bonus. Abilities like Elemental Blast, Earthshock, and Lightning Bolt also gain additional damage in single target, without impacting shamans when it comes to PvP. This week also brings with it additional PvP changes, featuring new updates to classes and certain underutilized PvP talents. Demon Hunters flying into the sky with rain from above are becoming slightly more deadly, with every fel-infused lance dealing 10% of targets' maximum health. Beast Mastery's summon of Dire Basilisk has become more dangerous, with its damage increased by 100%, punishing any target that can't escape its sluggish maw. The class of Rogue has also made additional gains this week, with Death from Above energy costs reduced while its damage increased by 5 additional %. Outlaw Rogue's combat stamina has also been bolstered by 10%, making these pirates and brigands a lot more durable. Outlaw buffs like Take Your Cut and Turn the Tables have had the duration increased to 12 seconds. While Subtlety Rogues making the Thieves' Bargain are not going to be punished as heavily, reducing the damage penalty down to 6%. Finally, we have Warlocks, where the new talent of Soul Rip has been further improved. Ripping souls from your foes causes them to land a further distance from their targets, and its soul shard cost has also been further reduced. Call Observer, otherwise known as the Balloon Demon, has gained additional health. Its range of attack has also been increased to 30 yards, cooldown decreased to a single minute, and its damage increased to 10% of players' maximum health. The spec of Affliction Warlock is gaining a different version of Rapid Contagion, where the buff duration has been reduced to 10 seconds, and its damage amplifying effect has been increased to 45%, making the ability a lot more bursty. And that's going to be everything we have so far regarding some of the newest hotfixes that arrived recently to the patch 10.1 PTR. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the rest of the community to discuss some of the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.